Hello everyone, Charles Walhingford back again with another 48 Laws to Power and Watch Collecting. And I am on the Norwegian Escape cruise ship. And I figured today, or right now, would be a good time to talk about the last 48 Laws to Power I'm going to talk about. So this is the end of the series. This is the last video. Hopefully it'll be the best video, and I want this to be the one you really pay attention to. So this is Law 47. Let me read it to you. Law 47, do not go past the mark you aim for in victory. Learn to stop. The moment of victory is often the moment of the greatest peril. In the heat of victory, arrogance and overconfidence can push you past the goal you had aimed for. And by going too far, you make more enemies than you defeat. Do not allow success to go to your head. There is no substitute for strategy, careful planning. Set a goal, and when you reach it, stop. Now this is a serious one, and this is a great one again for watch collecting. We all have our Grail watches. We all have our goals. If you don't have a goal, you don't have your Grail watch, you go in circles. So you absolutely should have a Grail watch. You absolutely should have a goal in life, a goal to get to. But at some point, you get your goal from hard work, from sacrifice and everything else. You get there, you make it, and you should be proud of it. But the problem is, when do you stop? When do you realize that you made your goal? When do you realize that, for watch collecting, that you have enough watches? Scary, isn't it? It's scary. I think about that myself. Like, I have quite a few watches and I want more, but at some point I have to say I have enough. What I'm getting at is there is a time to stop. Now, does that mean that you have to stop watch collecting altogether, or stop watching these videos, stop reading the magazines, stop going on the blogs and all those things? I'm not saying that. I'm saying the most expensive part, the most time-consuming part, is earning the money for that watch and buying that watch, because when you earn the money, you're making sacrifices, and sacrifices that go into your family. There's other things that if you go too far, you might start touching your necessity, your money for your necessities. All of this is supposed to be for disposable income. If you're going out of your way to get that next watch, and you're hurting and going into your necessity type income, you have a serious problem, and then you're not winning. Not too long ago, we've seen it, or I've seen it on YouTube. A gentleman said, he's pretty popular, he said, you gotta get the watch that hurts. You gotta stretch yourself out till it hurts. And I'm paraphrasing, that's not the exact way he put it, but he said till it hurts. That is some of the most ridiculous, reckless, terrible advice he could give anyone. You absolutely should not be using necessity income that you should be applying to other things, instead of disposable income, to buy a watch, especially a luxury watch. Think about what it is. It's a luxury. It's something you don't have to have. And then you're going into cutting back on things you have to have so you can get something you don't need to have. And that's terrible. And that's, again, not realizing when you have won, because you may be able to get a really nice Breitling. You may be able to get a really nice Tag Heuer, a Longines, a Ball, even a Bremont or something along those lines. But no, you got to go farther. You got to go to Rolex. Okay, if you're savvy enough, you may be able to get to a Rolex. But what's the next level? Patek Philippe, Vacheron Constantin. At some point, you went too far. And at some point, you start going into money you shouldn't be touching. That money that could go to your family. And that's part of the reason why I'm doing this video here. because I realized sometimes you have to sacrifice in other directions. I sacrifice for them, and that's what a man does, right? But then if you try to go for that watch, you keep pushing, because the watches you have now, you most likely sacrifice for. The watches you currently have in your collection, you had to work really hard for, maybe work extra hours, and when you're working extra hours, guess what you're not doing? You're not spending time with your family. Or you're sacrificing a vacation, or your family's vacation for your nice watch. And then it also goes back to what I said before. What are you doing with this nice watch? You have no place to wear it. Ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. If that's any advice I'm going to give, don't buy a nice watch and you have no place to wear it to. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's the law 47 of the 48 laws of power, according to Charles Walhingford. I hope you like this video. If you're interested to see more videos like this, make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the like button, and don't forget to comment. All right, I'm Charles Walhingford, and this is how I spent my money.